was just saying that I know little to nothing about football, but I do know that the NFL season kicks off September 8th, and our super duper special next guest will be giving football fans all the highlights in the most entertaining way, as he always does, on NFL Slime Time.
Hey, the Cardinals' big division win is still the only undefeated team in the NFL at 5-0. And I gotta shout out my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, for getting a big win over the Panthers.
And when this young football fan isn't giving game day recaps, he's got a lot to keep him busy, acting on his very own show, Young Dylan, on Nickelodeon, working on the Kids Tonight Show, and on his music, because he says we have a mixtape coming our way soon. So let's give a big Monday morning welcome to actor, host, rapper, and one of the most impressive and coolest teens you will ever meet in your entire life, Young Dylan!
Hey, what's up? What's up? Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Listen, I'm thanking you for being here, because my cool, I was never seen as cool, but I think today.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
You think
definitely.
I'm cool?
Yes.
Really? Cooler than the ice you got there on your neck?
Cooler than the ice
Can you
on my
show
neck.
them that? Can you show, that is, it shows you're doing it big, Young Dylan.
Thank you.
It shows you're doing it as big as you could. Because so before we get to the NFL Slime Time situation, right? Busy weekend for you.
Whew, yes.
Last night, where were you?
I was at the VMAs.
Of course you were. I was not even invited. I've been banned from the VMAs, but I know, right? I'll tell you later. I'm too loud on the red carpet.
Okay.
But I saw you on the red carpet. Look at you. Dapper.
Yup. You already know.
Of course I know. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun are we talking last night?
Like, it was a 10. Well, 1,000, actually.
1,000?
Yes, being there for the second year in a row, I came from wearing a customized jacket with jeans and some Jordans on to a suit.
I know.
Like, new Dylan. I'm loving it.
New Young Dylan. We can't even get enough. And then, because you can't stop, won't stop, as usual, on Saturday, what were you doing? At the U.S. Open?
Yup,
Arthur Ashe
performing
Kids
at
Day?
the U.S. Open and hosting, so it was amazing. Oh, wow.
Why am I even here, Young Dylan? Like, why? You were so impressive. I don't know, like, you don't know how inspired I am by you.
You don't know how inspired I am by you.
But,
Like,
Young Dylan, if we have an Inspire off, I'm gonna win.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna win. But let me just say that if someone said, oh my God, Young Dylan's getting a tennis show, it wouldn't be crazy talk because you're all over the place. It might happen.
It
but
might.
The reason I say that is that you already have a football show.
Yes, so it might be.
It might be, because there's nothing you cannot do, Young Dylan.
Thank you.
Right?
Appreciate
So
it.
talk to us about Slime Time on Nickelodeon and how break it down for those who haven't seen it, because it's almost back for season 2.
So NFL Slime Time, you already know it has the NFL in it, so it's about football. You know, every team, we talk about every team each week, what they're doing good, if they're going to the playoffs, if they can contend in the Super Bowl, like the Eagles, if you ask, because I'm a big Eagles fan, so you already know, go Eagles. So yes, it's a football show, and it comes on every Wednesday, 7 p.m. with my man's Nate Burleson, and you know, it's so fun to be around that environment, so much positive energy, and we're just talking about football. And I love football. Football's my life.
I know you do, and I wouldn't be surprised, but very soon you're gonna be like, oh, I'm getting drafted, because that is just how you roll. There's nothing you do not do. And you said in that clip we saw earlier that you're a big Eagles fan, right?
Yes.
And they're your favorite team, but since doing this show, have you gotten to meet any of your favorite players, not just from that team, but from the rest of the other NFL teams?
I got to meet Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel. As you can see, that one went viral, and it was just so amazing because I'm a big LSU fan. So to meet Jamar, I was like, wow, man, I'm starstruck. And to meet Deebo during the playoffs, that was amazing.
Can I just tell you that the way you feel around them is the way I feel whenever I'm around you? I'm like, oh my God, but you know, I'm not even joking.
Thank you.
I'm not even playing around, because and I told you this last year when I saw you at the VMAs, I said to you that I first met you through the TV on Ellen's show.
Yep.
And then I saw when my favorite cousin, Mr. Tyler Perry, came on and surprised.
I'm sorry.
You know what?
He is your cousin.
Yeah, thank you, Dylan.
Yes, he is your cousin.
Okay.
Yes.
And when he surprised you with your very own show, and here we are talking, what, season 3? We do have a clip.
Yep.
We're going to take a look, and then we'll discuss.
Got you.
Here's my cousin.
Okay, got you. Hey, look, say I'm with you, then I'm with you. Bro, Young Dylan ain't doing no switching. Keep that mop, that bucket, no slipping. My neck got water, my outfit dripping. Ooh, kill these beats and I got...
All right, so I think everyone can relate to that happening to them. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, on my phone.
Really?
Like, everything's on my phone. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm shook. I'm shook.
So how do you resuscitate?
So, you know, I like hurry up. And, you know, I'm already kind of screaming inside like Dylan on the show. So, you know, I'm getting the paper towel, running to the kitchen, running to the bathroom, anything I can get faster and clean up my phone, I'm definitely get it. And if it doesn't turn on, I'm screaming. Because I remember that happened to me one year.
Oh, wow.
And I tried to charge it and then it didn't turn on.
I hope it doesn't. Well, I hope it doesn't happen again. But watching this show, watching all the episodes and all the lessons that you guys get to learn and get to teach us, we see how far you've come and how you're just truly blessed to be on such a spectacular show and under the guidance of Cousin Tyler.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so
Cousin Tyler.
he does pretty much everything. He writes, directs, acts, does everything on his own show. And I'm sure, knowing you for how long I've known you, I'm sure you're taking notes.
Yes.
So what's one of the biggest lessons you've learned working with him?
Just to work hard and never give up and just be yourself also and work hard, you know. He's inspiring kids, grown-ups. Everyone wants to be like him, and he's paving a way for different kids in the world, different adults in the world also. And I just want to be like him when I grow up. I want to own my own business. I want to make my own lot like him. Like, he has a whole lot.
I know.
Like, it's crazy.
That's what I say. I'm like, what is this? You know what I
Bro.
mean? But the thing is, like, he has an eye for talent. I'm his cousin, but he tapped you. He saw you on Ellen. I'm his cousin. He hasn't tapped me yet because you know why? I am not a young Dylan. I'm old OG, which is fine. But now that I know you, my life's gonna be so much better because you're helping me. You said you're gonna help me with the talent stuff.
Yes, I
right?
got you.
Because you are quite the busy kid, young Dylan. All the TV shows, the appearances, the mixtape you promised us, like everything. You're on the road quite a bit. So do you travel with Dash or does he stay home?
My dad stays home with my mother. I mostly travel with my dad, but Dash, he plays favorites.
Your dog, we're talking about.
Yes, and he always wants to be around my parents. He wants to steal my shine from my parents. I don't really like that though.
Really?
Yes.
You know, we can take care of it. We'll talk to your parents. I mean, but you're always #1 in our book and in your
Most
parents' book. You know that you're #1 to everyone, and we can get a double dose of Young Dylan on Nickelodeon. Everyone, first on NFL Slime Time starting Wednesday, September 14th, and then on Tyler Perry's Young Dylan on September 15th. We cannot get enough of this young man, and we are so happy that you decided to join us this morning. Such a pleasure to meet you
Thank
and see
you
you
for
again.
having me.
Such a pleasure.